Dungeness Crab Grilled Cheese paired with a crab bisque. Let's chop it up. I'm gonna dice up some onions real quick. I'll throw our melted butter in, about 4 tablespoons. Let that melt down. Butter is melted. Now we're gonna throw in our chopped onions. And our celery. You want your onions and celery to cook down for about 2 to 3 minutes or till it's translucent. Now that the onions and celery have cooked for about 2 or 3 minutes, we want to add in our diced garlic. Stir that around and let it cook for about 30 seconds. Next, you want to put in your flour. Cajun seasoning, tomato paste, you want to stir all this around. It's going to create a nice little paste for you. Let that sit for about 3 minutes. Now it's time to add our crab stock. And if you want to know how to make the crab stock, I'll have a previous video and I'll show you how I made my crab stock for this crab bisque. So I'm going to put your crab stock in. Also, squeeze of half of a lemon. And a bay leaf. And you want to turn it up to high heat. So our crab bisque is starting to boil. You want to turn the heat down to maybe a 1 or 2 temperature reading on your stovetop. Cover it up and let it simmer for about 15 minutes. We're going to transfer this over to the stovetop. Now it's time to get into that crab mix for our Dungeness Crab Grilled Cheese. Got some fresh Dungeness crab that I broke down. Take about a cup of that. Put it in like so. We got our mayo. Dump that in there. Got some green onions. And also a seasoned mix of paprika, garlic powder, and some sea salt. A little black pepper. Get all that good seasoning out. And you want to mix it all together. Consistency you want right there. Put some butter in the pan. Let that melt. As that melt, we got our sourdough bread right here. We're gonna place that face down. So you wanna put 1 piece of sourdough bread down on the butter and the other piece like so. Make sure you get that butter all around the backside of the sourdough bread. Right. This is a mixture of white cheddar and Gruyere. I'm gonna put that down on one side. little bit on the other side. I'm gonna take some of our crab mix. Put it down like that. Let that cook for a little bit. Why I'm cooking the grilled cheese while the crab bisque, simmers on the oven, because I want the cheese to be melted properly, but also when you serve your crab bisque, after you mix everything together, you want to serve it right away because you want to serve it hot, because crab bisque tends to get cool really, really fast. So I want to make sure the cheese and everything is melted properly. That's why I'm cooking it like this, face up, and I'll put one side on the other and give it a nice press. And by the time that's done, we'll bring the crab bisque back, right? Finish it off with some cream and also some pieces of Dungeness crabs. It'll be time to eat. Now I'm gonna flip this over. Ooh, yeah. Give it a nice press. You want that cheese to melt. Nice little brown edges, that's exactly what you want. What I'm going to do is, I'm gonna take this, remove it, put it in the oven so it can stay warm as we finish our crab bisque. Now put your oven on about 200 degrees. You don't want it too hot because you don't want it to overcook, and you also don't want that toast to get really hard. Now bring our crab bisque back. Stir. That's the consistency and color you want right there. So now, and it depends on who you are, right? I like to be a little healthier. So I'm gonna use almond milk, but you can use heavy cream and you can use half and half. A little more of this lemon juice squeeze. There we go. Give it a stir. And you also want to take out your bay leaf. That's important. That simmer for about 2 more minutes. And you got to get you a handheld blender. Now it's time to blend it together. Now be careful, because things can splash around. So you want to make sure your blender is all the way submerged, because if you have it up a little bit, you see these holes right here? Sauce will go everywhere. You want to turn your heat up just a little bit just to thicken it up. Turn on high just for a second, thicken it up. It's only gonna need to cook for another minute or so, and then we'll add our crab meat. So we just took our Dungeness Crab Grilled Cheese out of the oven. Take that off like so. Ooh, look how pretty and brown that is. Let me show that to the camera. Ooh, yeah. The money shot right there. Now let's soup in a bowl. Get the lumps. Crab. Ooh-wee. Throw a little dollop of creme fraiche right in the middle. Put a little bit of crab meat on there as well. Dabble on some parsley. Just gonna cut into our sandwich. So we've plated our meal, our Dungeness Crab Grilled Cheese, and our Crab Bisque. You know we have to try it. In here. Lump crab. Creme fraiche pairs perfectly with it. Let's go ahead and do a nice little dip situation right here. Man, that pairs perfectly. Crab bisque, sourdough, grilled cheese, and a hint of mayo. Look, I got mess all over my face right now. I'm going for one more bite. Yes, Lord.